Jackson, first time you got on the court and you got to go against Somto and Justin. What was that day like for you there?
Yeah, it was a definitely crazy experience. Coming in here as a freshman, having to play against Somto, it was definitely a big jump. But I think doing that daily has definitely made me a better player. Worked on my toughness, and I think over time it's definitely left a good impression on me.
Do you feel like there's anything you've learned from watching Somto to this point?
Yeah, absolutely. I think his intensity, his motor at times is just off the charts. I think that he plays with an intensity that you almost have to have at this level, especially as a big, that I've definitely taken note of, and I've tried to apply in my game as I've grown a little bit.
What made you want to come to Georgia?
There was a number of things. I'm a Georgia kid, so that's obviously a big one. But I think the staff here just really spoke to me. They treated me like family. On my visit, the players were very welcoming to me and everything. I like their play style and everything, and I think I have two to three good bigs to learn from. So I think that's good.
You look at this part where you guys are in the off season. Where do you feel like you've improved the most getting ready for your freshman year?
Yeah, I would say the two places I've improved most are like toughness and kind of the game slowing down. I think whenever I first got here, it was a jump for sure because I come from a smaller school, and then I went to OT last year, and then coming here, I think that those were some big jumps in the speed of the game. So I think that it's kind of slowed down for me, especially as of recently. And like I said earlier, like the toughness, playing with these bigs, I think that I'm definitely a much tougher player than I was whenever I came.
You go ahead.
What's the most thing you learned from Coach Dean, working with him, Coach Dean?
Oh, for sure, yeah. They take pride in working with us bigs. They definitely take their time with us. He's given me a lot of tough love, trying to make sure that I adjust to this level. We do a bunch of drills that have worked in all of our games, and I think that the bigs as like a unit, we work well together. What
kind of tough love?
If I'm slacking on a play, he'll definitely give me a little Jackson, come on, but it's it comes to this level, and it's made me a better player because of it. So
How would you describe the jump from a smaller high school to OT to here? What was that jump?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was. I think it was good for me. I think it was a gradual. I think that going to OT last year definitely made me more prepared for this level. I think that they do a lot of things very well over there that are similar to the college level, but I think that it's really hard to emulate this level. I think that the state that the college is at nowadays, like, you just have to go as hard as you can and just do what you can. Yeah, it was good though.
Where was the biggest change? Offensively or is it defensively?
Honestly, the biggest change for me was just the size and strength and speed. You're playing against grown men nowadays. I think OT did have like a lot of good skilled people, skilled players, and much like this level. But I think that just that jump for me really came from just like the personnel. The bigger, stronger, faster speed of game and style of play.
As you develop physically, what would you eventually like to get to? Where you think you will ultimately feel comfortable playing at?
I don't really have a set number, but just where my body feels like. One thing I will say about this place, they have a top of the line weight and strength program. I think that my body's grown. I can feel it. I just feel like the best I've ever felt. I've gained some weight since I've been here in muscle, but I've been jumping higher and stuff. So I think that maybe 240, 250. I think it's where I'll play the best at maybe.
How important just is basketball to your family, and then what it was like growing up in a basketball family?
Yes, my mom and dad both played in college, so growing up, it was definitely kind of just instilled in us. It was a little part of my blood, but yeah, it was awesome growing up with them. They definitely gave me some good nuggets of knowledge. They were always there for me, and yeah, I think it was pretty natural.
When did your growth spurt start growing up?
Well, see, like some people, they start small, they develop the guard skills, and then they grow. Like I really didn't even have a growth spurt because I was always just taller. Like I have pictures of me in like my second grade class, like just a head above everyone else, just like sticking out in the middle. But yeah, I've always been taller. So
what was it like? As a kid, I mean, kids can be mean sometimes about somebody who maybe look a little different.
No,
how did you deal with that?
I've definitely heard it all. If any tall joke, any height joke you can think of, I've heard it all. How's the weather up there? Anything you can think of. So yeah, I've heard it all.
Are both of your parents really tall?
Yeah, so my dad's 6'6" and my mom's 6 foot. So I mean, it comes honest. Yeah.
I'm assuming when you were growing up playing your dad in basketball, was there a point? I mean, as big as he is, you were able to beat him growing up.
Listen, the way I'll tell it is, I think I beat him more times than not. I'll say this: he stopped playing me around like 10 or 11 years old. So I mean, you just take that as you will. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing against him. He was a great impact on my life. You know, him being a college player, and yeah, we had a lot of fun times.
What do you feel like he taught you about basketball that you feel like you can apply now that you're getting ready to start your career?
He just taught me just the work ethic almost. Just as long as you apply yourself to it, you know, really just dedicate yourself to the game, it's going to give it back. You know, you're going to go through some rough patches and everything. He made sure to tell me that, but he let me know that if I put the work in, it'll always come back, even if it doesn't look like it.
What were some of the similarities between OT and college that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I think that they did a good job at like making us professionals in terms of like the schedule and everything. We had to be on time to everything. I think that they had a good weight program as well. A bunch of different people came through the building like that were pros that we could like look after and listen to, and you know, a bunch of pros come from OT too. So like I think that they have a good sense of what it takes to get to the next level, and I think that they did a good job at, you know, kind of just making sure that we were prepared for the next year.
Any pro in particular that came by that stood out to you?
Oh, shoot, I passed so many pros in that building that it's insane. But like, for example, like one day I walked past, I'm just walking down the hall and then I see a guy this up here on me, and I'm like, who is that? I turn out, it's Matt Barnes. He's walking past me. I saw Shaq in there. I saw the Thompson twins work out, Jordan Poole, a bunch of people. So different NBA teams come through and work out there. So it's just being in that environment and seeing those players. Not only is it good just to see from a basketball standpoint, but just from like a life standpoint, like, you know, people that you are at the level that you want to be at eventually. You know, it's good to see for motivation.
How is it as far as you know, what you do in your own preparation? How has it kind of shaped your preparation away from the field? I mean, I know there's no classes or anything, but just how do you manage your time? How much of that did you take from that?
Oh yeah, it was good for managing my time. I will say college is a lot different. You know, you have a lot of different aspects of life. I think OT was very good at just, you know, if you wanted to work on your game, it's a very basketball forward place, and I think that was a blessing to have that for a whole year to, you know, prepare me for this level. But yeah, they had a bunch of different scheduling things that they made sure we abided by, and I think that having that was just a blessing for this year.
What have been your impressions of Kareem? Have you gotten to know him?
I'll say this: Kareem he's a wonderful guy, but he's an interesting character. I'll say that. There's a bunch of different things about him. I think that the Dog fans are going to love him, but just a bold guy. He'll say some off the wall things, but we love him. He's a good guy. Great
How
guy.
excited are you to get your freshman season underway?
I am. I'm so excited. It's truly a blessing to be here. I love the Georgia family that I've created so far, and I think that as a team, we really feel connected. Like you said, kind of earlier, kind of coming in with these freshmen, I think that we all feel connected, and I'm excited to keep practicing, getting better, growing under these guys, and hopefully developing a role on a winning team.
What is that connection like within this freshman class?
It's been really good. I'm not gonna lie. We all came in together and we shared a dorm this summer, so we were just talking, chopping it up all summer. But yeah, those are my guys. They're all so cool, and they really feel like a brotherhood.
How was the roommate life?
It was good. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little messy sometimes. Like sometimes I'd walk in the kitchen and there'd be stuff on the table, and I'm like, so what are we doing here? But nah, I tried to, you know, tidy up. But no, they're good roommates. They're very respectful. Yeah, they're good.
What's your welcome to college moment?
I definitely had a few. So in practice, you know, going against Sompto, even Jake, like some of these guys, like I think we might have one of the highest in terms of like above the rim players. We might have some of the most above the rim players in college basketball. So there's always an opportunity to get dunked on. I can't say I've been dunked on too crazy, but I've definitely been in the paint and then turned around and seen, oh, you know, there's someone about to rise up on me. So yeah, a little bit of that, but a lot of like box out, like, you know, Sompto coming full speed and I'm like, oh. But yeah, that I'm kind of used to that now, and it's definitely prepared me.
Any other questions for Mr. McVey?